For carjackings, the difference between this period, this 20-day period of this federal surge and last year represents a 87% reduction in carjackings in Washington, D.C. We know that when carjackings go down, when the use of gun goes down, when homicide or robbery go down, neighborhoods feel safer and are safer. So this surge has been important to us for that reason. I want to say that I have been personally engaged with Attorney General Bondi and the President's Chief of Staff, Susie Wiles, and I spoke with the President this afternoon. And I was reminded of our first meeting after his re-election where we discussed shared priorities for the district. There, I was reminded that the President's interest in cities predates his time in office, and his knowledge of D.C. had significantly increased from the first time he was in the White House. And so we knew that the priorities around safety and investment in infrastructure would be on the President's mind. Now, since this surge has begun, it has been my charge to my team, especially the chief, to make sure that while we have federal resources, that we are strategically using them to enhance MPD's efforts and to make sure that we are getting the best outcomes for D.C. residents. While at the same time making sure that we're living up to our commitments to D.C. residents and protecting local control and our autonomy. So we'll say a little bit more about what has worked and what we think needs to change. But before we do that, we're going to say a little bit more about the beautification efforts in D.C. So let me first say how proud we are of our city and how beautiful and green our city is. When people visit our city, they comment on how green it is, how wide the avenues are, how many trees we have, how great our parks are. And it is an effort that we take great pride in as city officials. Our teams, of course, include DPW, DDOT, DGS, Parks and Rec, and our teams work with federal partners.